the ICC Men's World Cup, which India is likely to host. India is going to host, which means that more and more people are flying into the cities where you will see men's cricket team perform. As a result of which, air prices are going up and the hotel prices are also soaring. Amit, you know, it feels like cricket fans are going to throng into these destinations.
Oh, they're already doing that. So it's almost a frenzy, and Delhi, Calcutta, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chennai and Mumbai are the places where in post-October and for at least 90 days, 40 days after that, you may not get even a budget hotel. Even budget hotels are seeing a jump of 70 to 90%, not just the big premium ones. Airfares are basically going up 2 to 3 fold. We were complaining about airfares going up and we were waiting for gophers to come back. But so they're going up 2 to 3 folds. So good time in those days if you're not a cricket enthusiast to explore other parts of India and not these cities where cricket matches are going to go up. Okay. But it's going to be a frenzy. It has already started.
It's a frenzy, and you know, it's interesting because obviously cricket tourism is going to drive up more prices, drive out more profit for, you know, from your hoteliers to your airlines, but at the same time the common man is going to suffer because these are some of the most traveled destinations and common destinations.
Yeah, I think, you know, in this case specifically, Shweta, I will shed my what many term as socialist hat and really wear the capitalist hat. I'm not either. I think I'm fairly neutral. But you know, you're going to watch a match.
Okay.
It's completely optional.
Right.
Right. You're not going for you know, for vacation, which is also optional. But then there are certain compulsions from family, etc. Right. You're not traveling on work. You're not really traveling for something that cannot be avoided. It's not a medical emergency, or it's not sort of, you know, it's not something that your child needs to go and get educated, and hence that travel is imperative. I think cricket matches are fairly optional, and you're buying expensive tickets to go and thong those stadiums and those venues and spend money on those tickets and enjoy the frenzy sitting in the stadium. If you are getting hotels and air tickets more expensive, take it on the chin. You know, it's part of the package.
Right. Now, the reason I said that is because, you know, these are some very commonly traveled destinations, even for work.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Hyderabad.
Yeah,
these are also destinations where you travel for work, you travel for medical purposes, and all the other various reasons. So my concern is you can't really differentiate between a person going to travel for what are you traveling for?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it is bound to hurt somebody who is not traveling to those cities on those specific dates to specifically watch the match in the stadium.
And I want to come to Amit regarding dates. I think it's also important for our viewers to also tell us which are these dates.
I don't have the exact ones, but
so
yeah, it's
5th
starting.
October. 5th October is when it starts. So 5th October you've got England, New Zealand. 6th
24th of October is India-Pakistan, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think so. I think no, India-Pakistan is on 15th of October. India-Pakistan is on 15th of October. So yeah, I mean, let's see what city that match is going to be held at, because that is definitely going to be that is in Ahmedabad. Yeah, so I think Ahmedabad.
The biggest stadium?
Yeah, the biggest stadium, Ahmedabad, and Ahmedabad hotel rooms are already going for 50,000 rupees a night.
Okay.
50,000 rupees a night. If you book tickets today, we are sitting on what, 10th of July. August, September, October, 3 months in advance. If you book hotels in Ahmedabad today, 50,000 rupees a night. And add to that, of course, the airfares going at 2%, 2x, 3x of the original cost. We are talking about burning a very, very sizable hole in the pocket of anybody who's going to go and watch that match. And I think the pressure then is going to be that much more on the Indian cricket team to not lose that match at least. India-Pakistan in Ahmedabad, 50,000 rupees a room night, you're not going to lose that match, come what may.
But it's good time for watering holes over there. It's a dry state. So if India wins, the people will be rushing to some place. If India loses, again people will be rushing to some place. I would advise basically anybody who has gone to Goa in the month of December. There are these youngsters who go to Goa who do not have a hotel booking because there is none.
Right.
And they backpack and find places with local residents. Airbnb had come later on. I believe that is something that's going to drive up basically business in these cities during the World Cup.
Yeah, business, and since we're talking about business, we're given to understand OYO is going to add another 500 hotels, new hotels, specifically in these destinations and around the time of the cricket matches.
Perfect timing,
There you
right?
have it.
Perfect timing. I
Absolutely.
mean, launch these new, do up these new properties and milk them to the hilt. And let's talk about the specific venues. I've got them now. So 8th October, India, Australia in Chennai. 11th October, Delhi. 15th October, Ahmedabad. We just spoke about Pakistan. India-Pakistan match. 19th October, Pune, followed by even interesting cities like Dharamsala. Dharamsala has a beautiful stadium.
Absolutely.
So,
Right.
you know, I hope the flood situation in Himachal sort
Will
of, you know,
improve.
does not make as much damage to the roads, to travel, to property there, and it becomes sort of, you know, all right, well in time again. But I think, you know, again, India is missing out on these critical tourism opportunities. And this is something that we did miss out on even during the Commonwealth Games. And that is to really develop cities which are already not inundated with too many opportunities. I think this was an ideal time. Of course, the capital now has shifted. Andhra's capital has shifted from Amravati to Vizag. But I think this was a great opportunity to develop a city like Amravati around sports tourism, or a city like Bhubaneswar, right, Odisha, which is so big on sports. I think this was the time to come up with new stadiums. This was the time to come up with new highways being built and hotels being built to cater to the kind of tourism frenzy that happens around World Cup, and develop cities, redevelop existing clusters that needed that development, rather than again infusing more footfalls into cities like Delhi, Chennai,
Mumbai and
Bangalore,
Chennai.
Mumbai, Ahmedabad, which already have enough and more opportunities. So I think we've again squarely missed that opportunity of looking at key tier 2, tier 3 cities that needed that fillip when it comes to development. I think the kind of indirect impact that would have had on the economy over time, the
In these small
multiplier
cities.
would have been really, you know, something that we should have dealt with well ahead of time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can talk about Dehradun. They have done part of it. We have a world-class stadium over there which has been constructed, but the infrastructure that's required around it, hotels and all that, that are yet to come up.
Absolutely.
So probably that's why those tier 2 cities, it has been a sort of haphazard sort of infrastructure development.
I mean, imagine Dehradun, and both of you come from Dehradun.
Yes,
so
I had
got
that
one
example.
out. In fact, but Dehradun, I think it has the Jolly Grant Airport. It has air connectivity. It has a Shatabdi, and I think even a Vande Bharat, if I'm not
It has
mistaken
a
now,
Vande
right?
Bharat,
It has a
yes.
Vande Bharat and a Shatabdi flying into the city. It has excellent highways. In fact, the travel time from Delhi to Dehradun by
Is 4
road
hours
has
now.
been cut down to 4 hours, right?
Four and a half
And
hours.
4.5 hours if you take that break at Cheetal.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's 4 hours. So I think it was an ideal, opportune
Place.
moment to develop infrastructure, hotels,
Around
leisure
Dehradun.
activities, hospitality around a city like Dehradun, and give it that fillip. Imagine the kind of jobs that Dehradun would have created in the hospitality sector. Imagine the kind of restaurants that would have come up on the highway ahead of time. They would still come up, but you would have been able to shortchange that 10-year horizon by about maybe 2 years,
2
3
years or
years.
3 years,
so.
but
And, you know,
it
that would
hasn't.
have really given that fillip.
Absolutely, it would have given that fillip. It hasn't happened. I'm supposed to wrap this up. As interesting as it's getting, remember these are key dates. Those are key destinations, as we discussed on the show. From October, the month of October, it's going to be difficult for you to travel if you're ready to shell out more money to pay for airfares in the key areas such as Ahmedabad, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore, because that's where the ICC Men's World Cup will be hosted in key locations across country. We will of course keep bringing you all those details right here on Newsline. Thanks very much for watching.